Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna do a classic rock reaction, man. This is The Doors, and it is a song, I believe it is, or maybe a string of songs rolled into one, I think, called Celebration of the Lizard. And I had this message sent to me by one of my patrons, Jameson. Jameson said, "Hey STB, hope you're doing all right and are enjoying life. I've got an easy reaction for you in place of a quad this time around. I hope this is acceptable, and I hope you enjoy. Peace." So in the regular place of a quad, we're going to do a 17-minute reaction to Celebration of the Lizard. So yeah, sure, no problem. I'll check that out, man. Now first, before I pop this off, apologies to you, Jameson, because when you sent me this before and I clicked on the link took me to something that was an hour and 9 minutes long. And so immediately I messaged Jameson and I said, this is just too long for a reaction, especially for a quad. And I like to keep my quads within, 40, 45 minutes and give some time to do a review myself, right? Rather than just content and then that's it. So, but there was a mix-up. I don't know what it was that I was looking at. So apologies. Jameson got pissed off and he unsubscribed. But hey, man, all the same, it's all good. Shit happens, and this time it's on me. It was on my part. So apologies to you, Jameson. This is your reaction regardless, brother. So, let's check this out, man. This is Celebration of the Lizard, and it's been a while since I've done anything with The Doors, man. Since Artist of the Month, I believe it was last June. So, no, it was yeah, it was June, and then Aerosmith was in July. Man, The Doors and Aerosmith. Oh boy. That was a crazy, crazy back and forth for Artist of the Month, man. It ended up in a tie at the end of the month, and then I had to get my bronze level patrons to do the tie-breaking vote. But even before that, the month before that, it was still neck and neck with them and some of the other artists. So I'll always remember The Doors for that crazy battle they had with Aerosmith for Artist of the Month. Anyway, back to reality, back to the present. The Celebration of the Lizard. It's 17 minutes long, man. Let's get it.
Lions in the street and roaming, dogs in heat, rabid foaming, a beast caged in the heart of the city. The body of his mother rotting in the summer ground, he fled the town. He went down south and crossed the border, left chaos and disorder back there over his shoulder. One morning he awoke in a green hotel with a strange creature groaning beside him. Sweat oozed from its shiny skin. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Had this dream stopped? The snake was pale gold, glazed and shrunken. We were afraid to touch it. The sheets were hot, dead prisons. And she was beside me. Oh, she's no young. Her dark white hair, the white soft skin. Now run to the mirror in the bathroom, look, she's coming in here. I can't live through each slow century of her moving. I let my cheek slide down the cool, smooth tile. Feel the good, cold, stinging blood. The smooth, hissing snakes. Once I had a little game. I like to crawl back in my brain. I think you know the game I mean. I mean the game called Go Insane. You should try this little game. Just close your eyes, forget your name, forget the world, forget the people, and we'll erect a different steeple. This little game is fun to do. Just close your eyes, no way to lose. And I'm right here, I'm going to release control. We're breaking through, yeah!
Could you imagine reading all of this guy's poems? How your brain would expand?
Way back deep into the brain. Way back past the realm of pain. Back where there's never any rain. And in the labyrinth of streams beneath, the quiet, unearthly presence of gentle hill people in the gentle hills around. Reptiles abounding, fossils, caves, cool air heights. Each house repeats a mold. Windows roll. Beast car locked in against morning. Rug silent, mirrors vacant, dust blind under the beds of lawful couples, wound in sheets, and daughters, smug with semen, eyes in their nipples. Wait! There's been a slaughter here. Don't stop to speak or look around. Your gloves and fan are on the ground. You're getting out of town. You're going on the run. And you're the one I want to come.
Do you remember the radio broadcasts called Suspense when you were a kid on the radio? Theater of the Mind, The Shadow, all of that? That's the chills that I'm getting listening to this, man.
Not to touch the earth, not to see the sun, nothing left to do but run, 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 let's run. Let's run. House upon the hill, moon is lying still, shadows of the trees, witnessing the wild breeze. Come on, baby, run with me. Let's run. Run with me. Run with me. Run with me. Let's run. Not to touch the earth, not to see the sun, nothing left to do but to run, 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 let's run. Let's run. House upon the hill, moon is lying still, shadows of the trees, a witness in the wild breeze. Come on, baby, run with me. Let her run. The mansion is warm at the top of the hill. Rich are the rooms and the comforts there. Red are the arms of luxuriant chairs. You won't know a thing till you get inside, yeah. the gates by morning. We should be inside by evening.
Imagine seeing these guys in concert. What an experience that would have been.
Let the carnival bells ring. Let the serpents sing. Let everything. We came down the rivers and highways. We came down from forests and falls. We came down from Carson and Springfield. We came down from Phoenix and Thrall. And I can tell you the names of the kingdom. I can tell you the things that you know. Listening for a fistful of silence, climbing valleys into the shade. I am the Lizard King. Retire now to your tents and to your dreams. Tomorrow we enter the town of my birth. I want to be ready.
All right, man. So that celebration of the lizard. Jim Morrison is the, I don't know, dysfunctional genius of rock, perhaps. I don't know if such a lofty title is accurate, but that's the impression I have of him. One of those shooting stars, man, not meant to be flaming too long. Man, but the body of what he left us is just a legend, let me tell you. There's nobody else like this guy, Jim Morrison. You talk about great. frontmen. Where do you put Jim in regards to your list of great frontmen? I recently did a Queen Bohemian Rhapsody reaction, and so many people are saying, oh man, Freddie, absolutely, you know, in the top 5, if not my favorite. Where do you put Jim Morrison? Let me know, man. This has some elements of familiarity to me. The Celebration of the Lizard, you know what, you're gonna have to forgive me for this. 600 reactions later, so many artists of the month later, it's either I listened to this in another album format at one point, or there's just bits and pieces of familiarity. I can't remember if I've actually listened to it in its entirety. So better safe than sorry. It certainly doesn't hurt to do another reaction. Certainly, that's the way I see it. So forgive me for that before you consider jumping on me. Hey, you listened to this already. You know what I mean? There are some things that I'm just not going to remember. You know, 600 reactions. I plan to probably do another 300 to 400 this year. So hey, man, that's a hell of a lot of reactions. And going back to one specific reaction and trying to remember it, yeah, that's not going to happen. So, all the same, man, I always have time to listen to the Doors. So let's do this. Let's do a little background read on it. Maybe it'll actually kick my memory in if I have actually listened to it before in its entirety. All right, Celebration of the Lizard. Celebration of the Lizard is a performance piece by American rock band The Doors, featuring lyrics written by lead singer Jim Morrison and music by The Doors. Composed as a series of poems, the piece includes both spoken verse and sung lyrics, musical sections, and passages of allegorical storytelling. Celebration of the Lizard was performed in its entirety at several Doors concerts, with a complete live performance of the piece appearing on the band's 1970 live album Absolutely Live, and subsequently on the '91 live compilation album In Concert. A complete studio recorded version later appeared on the compilation album Legacy, the absolute best, in 2003. Description: the entire piece was originally intended to be recorded and released as one full side of the band's third studio album, Waiting for the Sun, in '68. However, record producer Paul A. Rothchild and the other members of the band thought that the extended poetic sections and overall length of the piece made a complete recording impossible. The band did attempt to record the full piece several times, but abandoned the idea, as they were dissatisfied with the results. One musical passage, Not to Touch the Earth, was recorded separately and released on the Waiting for the Sun album, while the lyrics for the rest of the piece were published inside the gatefold jacket of the original vinyl LP, with the footnote, quote, lyrics to a theater composition by The Doors, unquote. Okay, and so that's the information that we've got for Celebration of the Lizard. Just 3 paragraphs. Yeah, you know, while I'm listening to this, man, you know what thought kept coming to me? Recently, between this platform and also the Beyond Classic platform, I've been reminded of how much I really enjoy the concept album. You know, I would really, if I was king of rock and roll, I would order The Doors to produce a concept album, kind of like a Tommy, a Quadrophenia, you know, something like that. So recently, I've been listening to a couple of really cool concept albums, and I really think that these guys would have done fantastic with a concept album. I mean, they're very close already, you know, and it's only a matter of focusing on one specific character or storyline throughout an entire album, double album, whatever the piece might be, and go from there. What do you think of that, man? Could you imagine if The Doors had been around long enough to maybe do a concept album. Could you imagine how great that would have been? A Doors concept album? Man, that's what I was thinking as I went through this. That was excellent. This was a great performance, man. It just shows how great Jim Morrison is, how great the rest of the band is, basically just to stay in and keep pace with him, to well, how does it go? To be where they know he's going to end up, in a way. And they complement him very, very well. So props to the other three musicians. Aside from Jim Morrison, I'm sure that rubbing shoulders with him and keeping up to him is a very, very challenging feat indeed. So, man, let me just scroll down here before I bounce and see what's happening in my world this week. Yeah, this is the start of a new week for me, and a busy ass one at that. I'm going to be starting my Led Zeppelin How the West Was Won series. Still buzzing over how great the BBC sessions was, man. So really enjoyed that, and I actually went back and listened to all four communication breakdowns, you know, and I did notice some differences, of course, right? But I liked it that much, and I appreciate each individual song that much that I listen to each one differently, you know. So I'm not a fanatical fan, but I see the Led Zeppelin passage as a science, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach it. But yeah, I got that coming up, How the West Was Won. If not later today, if I get home early enough, then definitely tomorrow, throughout the week. So I'm going to be sprinkling it, maybe 2 per week, maybe if I'm really, really busy, only 1 per week, you know, and go from there. So that's the plan with Led Zeppelin. I'm now going to be approaching How the West Was Won. I've got reactions coming up for Jeffrey, Alan, Ron, Jeff, Amy, Jack. Got reactions coming up for you guys. It'll definitely be this week. And that's what's happening in my world, man. So I hope you guys like this reaction and the little bits of information from it. It's always a great, I don't know, journey when I'm listening to the Doors, man. So even though they were Artist of the Month last year, I know that there are still some live stuff and probably some great live bootlegs and whatnot that I probably haven't reacted to. I would love to get to those at some point. So any Doors fans out there, send that shit my way, man. I'll make the time. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a good one. Jameson, thank you very much. I appreciate the recommendation. Sorry for the mix-up. Hope you're still not pissed off. Anyways, man, you guys enjoy your week. Be safe, and I'll catch you in another reaction. Peace.